It's the master versus the apprentice. Supposedly, Jordan wasn't a three-point shooter. How about 6 in the first half? Brutal foul. Remarkable finish by MJ. Are you kidding me from the foul line? For the win. Oh, he's won the 82 championship for North Carolina.
Michael was extremely competitive in everything he did. In Michael's second year, the Bulls were not any good, and we were the Boston Celtics, and we were on our way as one of the greatest teams ever to play basketball at any level, at any time. In game one, we kill them. Larry, Kevin, Chief, Danny, DJ, they have great games. And at the end of the game, we look at the box score, and this guy named Michael Jordan, he's got 49 points. We just said, well, yeah, he's pretty darn good, but he'll never do that again. Game two takes 41 shots, makes 22 of them, takes 21 free throws and makes 19 of them, and goes for 63 points. The Celtics are able to win the game in double overtime, 135 to 131. But we knew how lucky we had been to win that game because Michael was just so spectacular. That was the game where Larry Bird, in his post-game media comments, said, "I've just seen God disguised as Michael Jordan." And the rest is history.
The setting for this one of the most feared venues in the league. Boston Garden, all ready for NBA playoff basketball. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Boston, home of Game 2 of the Chicago Bulls-Boston Celtics matchup. I'm Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello. And Mike, Chicago hoping to even the series up here tonight.
And it won't be easy, not against this Celtics team. The Celtics are the favorites to come out of the East, and they've showed why that's the case with a convincing Game 1 win.
Very convincing. And the bright spot, Clark, from Game 1 for the Chicago Bulls, the production they got from the terrific Michael Jordan.
How about his performance? Didn't look like he had been bothered at all by that foot injury. 49 points, and he showed he's extremely ready for the big stage of the playoffs. But you know what? He's going to have to even be better for them to get the win tonight.
That's a good thought. And the Bulls will start with Charles Oakley and Dave Corzine at the 4 and 5. Running the point will be Kyle Macy. And on the wings, it's the fearsome duo of Michael Jordan and the Iceman, George Gervin. And the Celtics' vaunted front court, Bird and McHale at the forwards, with Robert Parrish in the middle. The backcourt pairing for them, Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge.
And the Bulls are in dire need to even this series. Losing by 17 points in Game 1, they need to make a statement tonight.
And it's Chicago to start out. And the Bulls will start with Charles Oakley and Dave Corzine at the 4 and 5. And in the point will be Kyle Macy. And on the wings, it's the fearsome duo of Michael Jordan and the Iceman, George Gervin. And the Celtics' vaunted front court, Bird and McHale at the forwards, with Robert Parrish in the middle. The backcourt pairing for them, Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge. Johnson, good. And Clark, the Bulls can't fall down 0-2 in a 5-game series.
Hey, Kevin, it's hard enough to beat this Celtics team in any series, but to take 3 straight games from them, virtually impossible.
I think you're right.
A red-hot beginning to this game.
Well, he's a real good offensive player, so they want to get him going early.
And here is Ainge. Here's Bird. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And Clark, here's something that no team has been able to do. Slow down the Celtics front court.
Well, there's just so much talent, actually too much talent at every position to be able to plug all the holes. They hurt you at both ends of the floor, too. Bird, McHale, Parrish, all elite players.
I think someday all three will be in the Hall of Fame.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
Now with the inside on the Celtics game plan, let's send it over to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, this young Michael Jordan has a lot of tools in his bag. The first thing the Celtics want to do is stop straight line drives. Guys have to rotate over and give him angles off of the basket. But Jordan is so good with his quick first move and then going vertical, it allows him to convert right over the top of defenses. Guys?
David, thank you. In game one, the Celtics tried 5 different defenders on Michael Jordan. And Mike, ultimately, he got a little fatigued, but not before he put up 49.
One of the assistant coaches with Chicago said about Jordan, he's got the jump shot ability of a Jerry West and the ability to go to the hoop of a Julius Erving. Pretty good people to be compared with.
Phenomenal comparison. I love that. And the big question and Mike problem for the Celtics. How do they slow down Michael Jordan?
Well, they sent a few options his way in game one. They know they need to be better and will still vary their looks.
Here's Parrish. The shot misses. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Potent offense, Clark. It's been fun to watch.
Taking it right to this defense with aggressiveness and effectiveness.
And so Bird will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Johnson finds McHale. Back to Johnson, to the paint. Here's Parrish. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And Jordan with 49 points the last game. Mark, any chance you think he'll match that?
I'm never comfortable betting against Michael Jordan, Kevin. This guy is so good and so amazing. He's got the skill and the will to do it. I think a lot depends on what kind of defense the Celtics play on it.
That's going to be the thing to watch. Here's Jordan. Robert Parrish making his last shot. Shot clock at 6. And Corzine gets it to go.
Really crafty play that time by Jordan. Good decision. The defense was locked in on him, so he gave it away.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Now, here is Ainge. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's Bird with the jam.
Best of luck stopping him on his way to the rim.
Yep, seems to have a little extra bounce.
Such an advantage to go over the top once you're inside.
Celtics trail by 3. From the baseline. The rebound by Oakley.
And the D got super lucky he didn't drain that one.
Ainge against Jordan. Michael Jordan. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. 1:46 left to play in the first quarter. Ainge against Mason. Ainge the pass to Bird. Nails it from the high post. Bird's got 6 points.
And the Bulls unable to stay with the Celtics in game one. It was within reach until the fourth quarter, but fell 123 to 104.
And you know, it really came down to the experience of the Celtics. That was a huge advantage for them. This is a group of championship players, and they had one of the best regular seasons ever as well.
Firing on all cylinders right now. Jordan is showing no mercy and getting any shot he wants.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Checked in for the Celtics. Seaston comes in for Johnson. And the Bulls making a change here. .115 left to play in the first. Seaston. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Green. Jordan out of the gates fast. Doesn't look shaky at all.
Charles, relentless. You make contact with Jordan, it doesn't affect him at all.
Celtics trail by 7. Passes it to Walton. Back to Ainge. Seaston passes to Bird. Chicago grabs the miss.
And you look at this Chicago team, and they aren't your typical 8 seed.
You know, Mike, they didn't have Jordan for much of the season, and that certainly skews their record, but they are a fearless, confident, aggressive group that can hang with anybody when they're on their game.
That one falls.
Oakley doesn't typically take bad shots. He's selective when he shoots the ball, but he does look to convert whenever he can inside.
So it's Boston now. They trail by 9 points. Jordan against Ainge. And there's the call on Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here is Seasting. Pass to Ainge. Celtics passing it around.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
The drive by Jordan. From the low block, here's Oakley. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Jordan's got his 3rd assist on the night. Oh, good on that one. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Back to the action in just a minute. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter in this round 1 matchup between the Chicago Bulls and the Boston Celtics. Celtics trail by 11.
And the plan for the Bulls this series is to try and slow things down. The Celtics want to get into an up and down game. Makes sense with all the weapons they have.
Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Green. Jordan is out there with Paxson. Then it's Oakley, and it's Banks, and at the 3. Here is Paxson. After Kevin McHale's score, Paxson and the Bulls tack on 2 more. And the slower the game gets, Clark, the more beneficial that is for the Bulls.
And, you know, that's not easy with all the great passes the Celtics have. The Bulls need to make sure they get back in transition because the Celtics are looking to push it every chance they get.
Pushing that pace, you're right. So it's the Celtics now. After the Bulls pick up 2. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut back down to single digits on a much-needed basket there from Bird. Paxson kicks to Oakley. Jordan outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jordan's got the lead up to 11 now for Chicago.
Tell you what, the Bulls have really done a terrific job not giving this Celtics crowd a reason to get into it at all.
You look at the numbers for Larry Bird this season, Mike, 25, 10, and 7. I mean, numbers that he's put up for several seasons in a row now.
Bird has defined what the small forward position is all about. And that's 6'10", by the way. He impacts the floor in every metric. I'm ready to call him the best small forward ever. Wow. It would take a special talent to knock him off that pedestal.
And coming from you, that's high praise. And the Celtics with possession here. Here is Seasting. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Bird. 6 on the shot clock. Here is Seasting, guarded by Paxson. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Walton.
That is one of the many things you get from Walton. He's a relentless rebounder.
Jordan outside. A baseline J. Jordan can't get that one to fall. Here is Seasting, guarded by Paxson. Seasting passes to Ainge. Bird outside. Ainge against Jordan. Offline with his 3.
And during the season, Boston... Oh, my goodness. Watch out below. This is why so many love watching Jordan play. Such an explosive dunker.
Celtics trail by 11. And Mike looking at the 2 stars for the team. Michael Jordan right now with the edge over Larry Bird.
And Jordan is a much more pure scorer than Bird. Still, you expect Bird to crank it up later if this team needs his scoring punch.
And they're going to.
So much focus from Bird. A chance for a three-point play now.
Boston making some changes. Robert Parrish is checked in for Walton. Wedman comes in for Danny Ainge. And Dennis Johnson's subbed in for Seaston. Then for the Bulls, Dave Corzine. He's checked in for Green. And Gervin subbed in for Banks. Now, here's Jordan. He's got 23. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed. Jordan's got 25 points in the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And as we expected, Mike Fratello, this Celtics front court has been a problem for Chicago.
And this is something the Bulls won't ever have an answer to. I mean, the whole Eastern Conference didn't have an answer for Bird, McHale, and Parrish.
3 future Hall of Famers in some people's eyes. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Bulls leading by 10. Baseline try. Parrish grabs the board.
Even though they came up empty, that's exactly the shot they wanted.
They'll take that kind of look every time down the floor. Hopefully with a different result next time.
And now, let's head over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Both teams have made veteran acquisitions to bolster their rotations. For the Bulls, it's the Iceman, George Gervin. He'll be 34 a week from today. It's his 14th season after playing in San Antonio most of his career. The 7th all-time leading scorer with more than 26,000 points. His all-time playoff scoring average is right behind Jerry West. That's a pretty good scoring punch. Back to you.
Well said. It is indeed. Thanks, D.A. George Gervin shot 47% this season, Clark, the lowest of his career. But that's because he had fewer opportunities. But you and I know he can still fill it up.
There is no denying that, Kevin. He's been a tremendous scorer throughout his career, one of the very best. And we know George Gervin can finger roll.
Well said. Like the Celtics still looking for an answer to Michael Jordan.
And you might see more double teams and triple teams at the rate he's scoring. He's on his way to another monster game scoring tonight.
He plays with such an edge. His style is tenacious.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Michael Jordan at the line for one.
You know, there's so much that's amazing to me about Jordan, but his endurance stands out. He consistently gets stronger, it seems, as the game goes on. You know, we all know about the Boston home court advantage. They won 40 games here during the regular season, a dominating home court advantage for the Celtics this year.
Now, here is Bird. He's got 13. Clock at 4. The Celtics working the ball around now. Over Gervin. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Bird.
This is how automatic Bird is. All he needs is the ball, and instantly that shot is gone.
And, Mike, the Celtics, as you said, so dominant at home.
And that home record has everyone in the East nervous about playing them. The Celtics can make the most out of a home court advantage. Hard to see anybody taking many games here.
Now here's Jordan. 28 points for him. Fades and shoots. That one wide left. Up top, Bird. Guarded by Gervin. Shot's good from Bird.
A mid-range master. Bird feels like no defender can stop his jumper.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. And Clark, that'll put Jordan at 30 points once again.
Every time you look up, it seems, Jordan has more and more points. They just keep coming. He's been every bit as impressive as he was in Game 1 to me.
And there's the pass to Wedman. Bird outside. Over Gervin. Bird misses. In transition, here come the Bulls. And here's Jordan outside. And so we conclude the first half. Bulls lead by 8. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
38.
A view of the Charles River, not far from where we are. Boston Garden, and getting ready for the second half. We're here in Boston for Game 2 of the Bulls and Celtics. Second half of play getting going here in Boston. Celtics trail by 8.
You look at the firepower of this Boston team. 3 All-Stars in Bird, McHale, and Parrish. And this core has been together for their latest title runs.
And now, let's go to DA.
Thanks very much. Now, we know about Larry Bird's determination at certain points, but Michael Jordan has some of those same qualities. He missed 64 games this season with a broken left foot, and Chicago management didn't want him to play anymore. But he put that foot down, citing his love of the game clause that's in his contract, which allows him to play whenever he wants. And he said, I'm going to play basketball. That's what I am, a basketball player. And he's back on the floor. Guys?
David, thank you. It's a great story. Michael loves to play the game, Mike Fratello.
And he rarely seems to get tired. Some people have speculated that because he missed a great deal of the season, he doesn't have the normal fatigue at this time of year.
We've got McHale. Johnson is out there with Ainge. Then it's Parrish, and it's Bird in at the small forward. They're the group for KC Jones starting the second half. And the Celtics core club won in 1984 and returned to the finals again last season.
And I think for this Celtics team, anything short of a title, Kevin, is a bust. I mean, they know they're the team to beat, and they carry themselves that way. One of the most talented teams we've probably ever seen in the league.
I agree. Here's Parrish. Oakley with some nice D. The Bulls leading by 14. Jordan down low. Covered by Johnson. Oakley kicks it over to Corzine. High post, Jordan. Over Johnson. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Gervin. Jordan's got 6 in the quarter.
And when you look at that stacked 84 draft class, obviously there's Jordan. Some incredible talents in just their second season.
Now, here is Ainge. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. Walton's checked in for McHale. Chicago also making some changes. Green comes in for Oakley, and it's Paxson in for Mason. And that one falls for Johnson. Like a lot of impact players coming in that 1984 draft class in the NBA.
And the talent is at all positions. Great guards, forwards, and of course, Hakeem as a center. Could go down as one of the best draft classes in a long, long time.
You are so right. Celtics trail by 15. Passes it to Bird. A shot off that time, and Chicago will go the other way with the ball. A drive by Jordan. The 15-footer stolen by Ainge. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Over Jordan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Michael Jordan. And the dominance of the Celtics, Mike, have shown again this season. It feels like it's their year.
They know it's championship or bust for them. They figure they'll be tested on the way and could also have to deal with their old pals, the Lakers. But all season long, they have been the front runner, and that won't change until they're knocked out.
They've got the target on their back for sure.
Well, you got to love the raw tenacity Danny Ainge brings to this game. I mean, this guy works so hard to make an impact and just refuses to let other players push him around. He's a great competitor.
Celtics making a switch here. Ceasing's checked in.
And he's been locked in from the line, proving he's someone that you don't want to foul.
Here's Jordan, and it's Chicago scoring again.
With him, the scouting report says you've got to go over the screen.
Absolutely. He'll hurt you from deep, so you have to fight through those picks.
Like the way this game has gone, the Celtics cannot slow down Michael Jordan.
Well, they've tried some different looks in the first half, but nothing seems to be the answer for Jordan.
You're right.
Bird can get you points in just about any situation. Scores at all 3 levels, and he's determined as a scorer.
Chicago fouls. Sidney Green. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Evans checked in for the Celtics.
Substitution for your Celtics. Scott Wedman.
Celtics trail by 13. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Back to Ainge. Screen by Walton. Shoots from the line. That one doesn't go. Chicago leading by 13. Jordan passes to Green, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Bill Walton.
MJ finding his man right there.
Looking at the way Jordan finished the regular season, you had to know that he was on the verge of having a stellar playoff run. Scary to think how good he'll be in the coming years.
Mike, his work ethic I know impresses you so much.
What's up?
Free throw good, Green. Almost 30 points per game for Michael Jordan. Mike, in the final 5 games of the season, an unbelievable streak.
And the future for Jordan looks bright as ever. Starting to show he's more than just a high flyer. He started to develop the skills to score at all levels of the floor.
You sound like a coach, but I know you appreciate that game so much. And Jordan continues to be the dominant scoring force on the floor. Mike, Bird can't even keep up with him.
That's no knock on Bird. That's just how special Jordan is. He is putting on an absolute show in this game.
And I bet Bird is impressed too. And another great look at the 2K drive.
That's a little bit of icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second half lead.
Here's Parrish. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Parrish has got 4 this quarter.
Solid pass by Ainge. The moment he sees a guy ready to score, he starts working on getting him the ball.
Jordan kicks it over to Corzine. Jordan passes to Corzine. Basket good. And the Bulls lead by 16.
Stay aggressive. I don't ever like to see teams pump the brakes when they've got the lead. Stay aggressive, attack, a fantastic way to pad your cushion.
Absolutely. You know a run is coming.
Count that one.
You know, C-Steam's job is to get the ball to open teammates. Great dime right there.
From deep three-point range, and Jordan good for 3. Jordan's got 43 points.
Hey, it's as plain as pound cake. Keep it simple. They want to see how big this league can get.
No such thing as running up the score at this level.
On the wing, Ainge, guarded by Jordan. Pass to Wedman. Here is Seasting. Over Paxson. Here's Walton. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
With height, touch, basketball IQ, Bill Walton has it all to score down low.
Michael Jordan on the wing. Lays it up off the glass. Jordan's got 45 points.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
And so it's Chicago, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll return shortly. Final quarter of play starting in this Game 2 matchup between Chicago and Boston. Bulls leading by 15.
And with the injury Jordan sustained this year, he has about as fresh of legs as anyone. He showed that in Game 1.
Taking a look at the Bulls. Jordan is out there with Macy. Then there's Gervin. Then it's Oakley, and it's Corzine in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Johnson against Jordan. There's a screen by McHale. Bird. And he banks in the layup. Bird's got 21. And Jordan with the broken foot earlier this season, Clark. Boy, right now he looks 100%, doesn't he?
You know exactly right, Kevin. He had some games towards the end of the year to get himself acclimated and going again. But as you said, he looks locked in now with no holds barred on his game.
No limits at all.
Exactly.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bird. Over Gervin. That one a little long. Chicago with the ball. 17-point lead, their biggest. Here's Jordan. Michael Jordan has tied his total from game one. 49 points for him now. Wow.
And, you know, part of the reason why the Celtics feel comfortable pushing the tempo, the development of Danny Ainge, it gives them another option to initiate the fast break.
Timeout called, the Celtics. Here's McHale. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Bird outside. The dish to McHale. Here's Parrish, and it's Parrish with the jam.
The long arms of Parrish, using that incredible length to do damage on the offensive glass.
Bulls leading by 17. Here's Jordan. Oakley kicks to Jordan. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
You know, deflections are key. They're big in this league. You want to be disruptive to the other team's offense.
Yeah, little tips like that, they can frustrate opponents.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Screen by Oakley. Here's Macy, and he makes good on his first shot of the game. And the Bulls lead by 19.
Such a good passer. Macy's tough to track in the pick and roll. Can call his own number when the defense gives him a look.
Ainge the pass to Johnson. Here's Bird. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Bird's got 4 points this quarter.
He has a particular set of skills, and they're very fun to watch.
Here's Jordan. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
I like the way he's done a good job working that ball around tonight, getting it moving, wanting to get other guys going.
This demonstrates leadership on his end, willing to give it up in an effort to make his guys better.
Ainge the pass to McHale over Oakley. And he can't bank that one in. Left side, Jordan. Rebound, Boston. Bird, right side. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Jordan inside. Bird's there. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Oakley. Oakley's got 5 assists tonight. Celtics trail by 21. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Gervin against Bird. Here's Parrish. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Playing to their strengths. Boston doing a nice job feeding the Chief inside and utilizing his size.
A drive by Jordan. Fades. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
I think Jordan could do this all day long. I mean, the mid-range area is a very comfortable area for him.
Bird outside. Ainge against Mason. Ainge the pass to Parrish.
2 minutes.
McHale trying to free himself up. And it's Parrish finishing it off.
Inexcusable letting Parrish get this kind of position if you're the defense. You deserve to get dunked on.
Corzine with the screen on Johnson. Another one falls for Chicago.
It's obvious he's looking to continue to attack on offense so this lead can expand.
And if you were hitting like he is in this one, you would be too. His efficiency has done a lot for them.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Some changes for Boston. Walton's checked in for McHale. Wedman comes in for Bird. And it's Seasting in for Ainge. Then for the Bulls, Green, he's checked in for Oakley. And Banks is subbed in for Gravity.
Fantastic work inside from Johnson. Not bashful at attacking from the paint.
And so Jordan will bring it up for Chicago. The fader. That one misses. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Here is Seasting. Dennis Johnson on the wing. Walton a screen on Jordan. Johnson the pass to Walton. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. The Bulls leading by 17. Michael Jordan on the wing, trying his luck from deep. Rebound, Parrish. 1:02 left in the fourth. To the middle. Johnson gets the bucket.
Well, their play has certainly gone to another level. You just wish they'd made this move sooner.
Yeah, had this happened with more time left to go, they might have turned this around.
Here's Jordan. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Jordan's got 57 points.
The offense very impressive tonight, creating a lead that was too large to overcome.
Executed the game plan perfectly. Room to fire from mid-range, and he's more than capable of knocking that down.
Chicago with the ball. The lead is 15. Here's Jordan. One more bucket, and Jordan will tie the playoff record. He's got 59.
That should put a stamp on this one.
Great way to close out a victory.
And there's the call on Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
First team foul.
.29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Johnson surveying the floor. And an intentional foul right there.
You know, I just can't get my head around this decision at this point. I mean, you got to keep the clock going right now.
Not sure what he was thinking there. I'm sure this will be something Coach will highlight during the next film session.
And both free throws good for Johnson.
Hey, the respect Johnson's teammates have for him is obvious. They trust his decision-making and follow his lead.
Here's Jordan. Jordan has tied the record at 61. One more basket, he'll stand alone.
Tremendous body control. Getting the drop on everyone with the turnaround J.
And there's the call on Michael Jordan.
Team foul.
That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line.
At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Johnson. And both free throws good for Johnson. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Michael Jordan is the record holder for most points in a playoff game. What a night. What a special opportunity, Clark, to watch this young player go at it.
Absolutely remarkable. Unbelievable, Kevin. Jordan has announced his arrival to the NBA. A bona fide star with a lot of runway still in front of him.
A long runway. And amazingly, the Bulls, Mike, have come into Boston and gotten a win. Great performance from them.
And with the series tied at 1-1 and the next 2 games in Chicago, the Bulls now have a real look at pulling off a miracle.
Well, Clark, the Celtic fans have to be feeling a little bit nervous after losing this game at home.
No doubt about it, especially when they have to deal with Michael Jordan in Chicago the next few games. Jordan at home has been electric, and if he gets hot, the Celtics might not make it back home.
Things have gotten very interesting. So for Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, and our entire 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. See you next time.